Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Mac.
And today we're going to be doing a two-player playthrough of Alpine Trails. And just to note, this game was sent to us by Last Night Games, so anything we may say about it, whether or not we like it or not, or whatever we say during it, just take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, we're going to try to play through it the best we can.
We'll try.
We will try. But then we'll have a unboxing and review of this as well if you want to go check those out on our thoughts and get a better look at some of the components. So yeah, in this game, what you'll be doing is kind of putting together some trails here, and you'll be pulling two tiles out of the bag each round, kind of simultaneously, and they will be two-sided, so you can choose the sides. One side will have a trail side, the other side will just have different land types. And if you've ever played a game like Cascadia, where you're putting like land types together, that's kind of one of the things that scores at the end of the game. And then there's also ways to score the different trails as well. And then you can see there's a little, even on the trails there are little symbols on there, but there's only single ones on those ones. There's double ones on these tiles with no trails on them. And you have a starting little area here that you're going to be adding on to. So let's see here. You'll just be putting these out there, and you have to, so off this main thing you can choose to either add trails like I did with one of mine, or you can do just the landscape on there as well. So it gives you both those options, but otherwise if you are adding additional ones, so in this case I got a little what's it called, Maggie? I was going to say crosswalk. That's not what it is.
A fork?
A fork in the road. Yes, you got a fork in the road, so you got three paths going off of there. I would not be able to place this here because it runs into territory. It's not like I'd want to probably place that there anyway, but I am not even allowed to if I were going to want to. But yeah, so you have to follow those rules. And then another thing you can try to do is play some different little tents out there, but you have to be 6 miles, so probably can't see it on the camera, but the little road pieces or little trail pieces have either 1 mile, 2 mile, or 3 miles on them, and you have to get so many miles or 6 miles in order to be able to place an outpost. It has to be 6 miles away from any other camp, which includes the 4 starting spaces. These are not, of course I get these terrible tiles right off the bat. I'll just do, you know what, I'll put this here, I'll put that off there, and now I will put, since the fork in the road, I'll put a little fork thing there, a little signpost, and because I did it, if I was playing with more players than just one, or yeah, no matter what, one player or more, I tell them, okay, I put a fork, or I had a post here on a swampy space, so then all of my opponents get to pick up the animal from that type. And you can always do just one, and that animal can be placed, that animal cannot be placed where it currently is, Maggie, but
I know. I just put him there because I don't have a current spot
that's
to
true.
put him.
Yeah, she doesn't have a current
him.
spot to put him, but she can put him on a swamp space that's flipped over, so one that does not have trails on there. Oh boy, this is just not looking great for me. So I'll maybe go with this trail here to add onto my flowers, and I guess I'll add let's just go for it here. We'll put another fork in the road on the rocky space. But yeah, so you just keep picking 2 tiles per turn and keep placing them out until you have everything placed out. And shortly here, I'll probably be able to show you another thing that happened. And maybe I'll just show it as an example. Don't know that it's maybe always the best move, but I guess we'll find out. But here, you can see I made a loop. So if you make a loop with a trail where it kind of goes all back and you can loop out of it, Oh, she's giving me. She has to announce to the table. She's giving me the moose, so I'm going to need a swamp thing eventually. But because I got a loop, then there's these. So well, we'll show when we get this. Wait a minute. Okay, she lied. I did not get a moose.
Forest. Sorry, I thought this
A
was
forest one. Okay. No, it is not. But so some of these tiles out here will have river tiles. So these remind me of, if you've ever played Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig, these are the, which type is it? Throne?
Living room?
Is it living room? No, it's the special building you can get where you get to score 1 point for every tile surrounding it.
Yes.
But this also cannot be used to cut off trails, so I would not be able to place it here, for example, because that would be ending or at a end of a trail. So I can put it here, but now I'm going to want to try to build around it if I can, or continue building around it. Another thing we will be working towards, which these are secret objectives. We each get one at the start of the game, and yeah, we're working towards those goals as well. So that might be one additional thing we're trying to do that our opponents won't know about. Yeah, we'll probably do a few more turns here. Add a little thing there. Let's bring that trail out that way a little bit. Oh boy, she's making a long path. Well, never mind. She's got a post right about halfway through it. But at the end of the game, another thing that will be scored is your longest trail that ends in a lake. And you may be wondering, what is a lake? It is not the waterfall that I placed earlier, but at the end of the game, for any path that you have leading to nowhere, any trail you have leading to nowhere, you'll complete it with a lake, which is worth 2 points apiece at the end of the game.
I have a loop.
Ooh, she got a loop. So I'll gain 2 more here. Just keep extending the swamp road just to help me with that a little bit. I do have swamp, but that wolf wants to go in forest, which is unfortunate. We'll do this here.
My moose now has a habitat.
Yes. So, the animals are worth 2 points apiece at the end of the game, which ends up not being all that many points, I would say.
Yeah.
It could maybe be the difference between first and second, but it's really 2 points apiece. The most you can get for them then is 8 points. I would say that is not the largest amount. Maybe I'll move these tiles out of the way as we're building our fortresses. Ooh. I'd like to continue this, but I do like this. Maybe for my goal, possibly. Do like that one. And then the swampy space. Well.
Can I build a campsite off of this, even though it's got this? It doesn't have to be 6 miles from the fork in the road, right?
Right.
Okay.
I believe it just has to be 6 miles away from any of the other things. So I will turn this. So the way you can do a campground, I might as well show that, is I discard one of the tiles, so I will not be able to use that one, but instead I'll put a campsite there. And like we were just talking about, it has to be at least 6 miles away. So I can play one here, because this is 2, 2, 2 for 6. This is 2, 4, 5, 6 away, so I can play it here. And I could even play it up off of this one as well. So we'll just put it right here. So I get to put a little campground down there. And that is worth a good chunk of points at the end of the game as well. Let me get some more tiles. Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Yay. I could put a little swamp there. And then, ooh. No, I'm not going to do that. What was this one again? Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to make another loop here to get me another waterfall. I'll put this one on this side. I could put it adjacent to this other one if I wanted to, which could also be a good idea. And I will I continue this path and just keep. Is this the one? Is this going to be my longest one? I think it might be. I'm going to dedicate to that now. I'm not getting the tiles I want relating to my goal, unfortunately. Ooh, that one's going to help a little bit. So I will just lay some of that right there. And I could just hope. I'll put this here and hope that I'll continue to do that trail there. So hopefully be able to connect my flowers. I'm going to have to get that surrounded as well. Are you ready for more tiles? So yeah, this one's a pretty quick game, as you can tell. Just depends if you've got someone slow like myself. It takes forever on their turns. So I do have swamp pieces that I could just start surrounding this with, or I can just continue adding to this. Which if I do that... Ooh.
Loopy doop doop.
I think I'll just start surrounding this with swamp. It's about the same amount of points, so it's sometimes tough to tell what exactly to do. There's no, unlike Cascadia, there's no majority bonus. For if you had the most swamp, it's not like you get a bonus, a couple points or anything. So. How are you doing, Mac? I haven't even looked at yours.
Not great. Not
Unfortunately,
great.
like Cascadia, I can't hate draft against you. You just get what you get.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be something people are going to like about this one or not like.
Can you loop with the campground, or it just has to loop back to the actual?
You can loop with the campground as well. So now I'm really going to need to get those connected. Hopefully I can pull one of those. I think I'm going to add this here so that my wolf now has a place to sleep.
We lamb. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Wolf.
Ugh. There's a fork in the road on the wolf, but you already have Wolfie.
Wow.
So.
There you go. Got a couple more of the same tile here, so now we will be able to connect this, which is good. Put that like that. And I will put that there. So now we got a big field of flowers. It's all coming together, as they say, as the kids say these days. They're still saying that, right?
I would not know.
You're such a liar. You keep up with the kids much more than I do. I'm sure some of you out there will be like, wow, you guys are not taking optimal moves, but we never said we were professionals.
I definitely am not. Not always. Not always a good choice here.
You always get shy on camera. It's much easier to mess these up on camera.
I'm just letting you
just
talk.
Miss something.
Ugh.
Okay.
This is so frustrating.
2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This would get me to 14. This one is only 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. I think I'll just continue that. And I'm going to turn this one in. Get another campsite and put her up here. Got a little tent. So, yeah, I would say the wooden pieces in this one are top notch. It's just unfortunate you don't get to use more of them. It seems like it's pretty difficult to use them. Okay, so we can just keep adding to this, and now I'm probably, well, no wonder you can't see. I'm totally off screen. Let's see if I can just show what mine looks like. So I've got this nice little trail heading off this way that cannot be easily seen, but it is there.
The fork in the road, does that break up your longest trail?
Yes, it does.
Stops at the...
It stops and starts at the fork in the road.
Oh man, this is not good.
So,
Not
oh
good.
boy. Mine is kind of just going all, you got trails leading way out to nowhere.
no.
We're going to have connections here
Oh
pretty
no,
soon.
that doesn't work.
You
Oh,
can't
wait,
go that
there's
way,
a
but you
mist.
can go that way.
There's a fork in the road for Moose for you.
Nice. He's going to go sleep in the swamp.
And a loop for me.
She's just putting all of her waterfalls together. We'll see how that pays off for her.
Not great, I imagine, because we're down to like 2 tiles.
Well, I got to get one more camp here, I think. And I need to still have 2 spots I can surround there, where I just keep filling in, adding to my road. Oh yes, there's not many tiles left. So I think we're only going to get one more set after these ones. And these, unfortunately, were not what I was wanting. But I can put that there. Because like I said, off your main thing, you can place non-trails. And of course I just ended that, so I guess I will put that there. And then we've got our final tiles here. We'll see how that changes things. Got a forest and a swamp.
Oh no.
So I can't really add... I guess it doesn't really matter if I add it to the swamp there or the forest. So I guess I'll just put that there. And then I'm going to discard this one to do one last camp right down here for some points. And that will be my whole area here. There we go. And Michaela's is over there. So now we can add some lakes if you have any open trails. And I only have the one going off the side, I believe. Everything else has been completed. Oh wow, she just set herself up to have 500 lakes. She thinks she's in Minnesota, the land of 10,000
They're not worth that much compared to campsites, so I might have a problem.
Who knows?
So first up, we're going to score our forests. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 forest tiles. And then meadow, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think he counts because he's not attached. Then my marsh will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Rock, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So then mine is forest first?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Meadow.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Marsh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And rock.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Alright, then we'll go to waterfalls.
I've got 2 that are completely surrounded for 16 points.
Okay. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that one. And then a full
8.
8 on that one for 13. And then another 8 here for 21. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 26. Alright.
Nice.
Then lakes, 2 each. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
And I just have the 1 for 2.
Then campsites are 8 apiece. I have 1 for 8.
I've got 3 for 24.
And then animals, 2 each. I have 2
And I have 2 as well.
for each. Alright, then our longest trail, 1 per mile.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And I did terribly at this.
What is your longest?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I think is the best I got.
Which one?
This one, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
It has to end in a lake.
Oh, it has to end in a lake?
Yeah. So it's
Alright.
probably that one right over there with 4.
So I guess it's 4.
I believe. I will double check.
Alright, then your personal bonus.
My personal bonus was 1 per flower in your largest meadow habitat.
So your meadow again.
So pretty much play that again.
Which is 14. I got 1 per lake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So that's what we ended up with for our Alpine Trails.
You tied yourself on our last game. 117 for Zach.
And what is Michaela going to end up with?
Definitely not that, so 98 for me.
So yeah, we ended up with 117 to 98. I think part of that too was just that trail. You could have had a few more points. I'll double check that just to make sure. But otherwise, that was kind of how it was played. Camera probably wasn't the greatest at picking up how many miles are on the trails and kind of the symbology. So I tried to kind of show them at the end. But yeah, otherwise you can check out our unboxing video if you want to see a closer look at those. Or our review of the game. But otherwise, if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for potential future ones of these. Always trying to find a better setup for these. We don't really have the greatest options for doing playthroughs. But yeah, we appreciate you watching. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.